God, I come to you today with a heart that is tired from the conflicts that have become too familiar in my marriage. I know that you designed marriage to be a beautiful reflection of your love, but sometimes the tension between us creates storms that seem impossible to calm. I'm asking for your wisdom right now as I navigate these challenging moments with my husband. There are days when I feel like we speak different languages, when our words get twisted and our intentions misunderstood. I need your guidance to break this cycle of arguments that leaves us both feeling hurt and disconnected. Help me to see beyond my own pain and frustration to understand what might be happening in his heart too. Lord, you know every detail of our relationship, the wonderful moments we've shared and the difficult seasons we've walked through. You understand my husband in ways that I sometimes cannot. When harsh words rise to my lips, give me the strength to pause and choose gentleness instead. When misunderstandings build walls between us, grant me the patience to listen rather than defend. I confess that there are times when I hold on to past hurts, when I rehearse old arguments in my mind and allow bitterness to take root. Forgive me for the ways I've contributed to the conflict in our home. Help me to release these burdens to you and approach each day with fresh grace and forgiveness. Remind me that true peace doesn't come from winning arguments but from pursuing understanding. God, I know that our marriage doesn't exist in isolation. The stresses of daily life, work pressures, parenting challenges, financial concerns, can strain even the strongest relationships. When these external factors create tension between us, help us to recognize that we're on the same team facing these challenges together. Give us discernment to know when to address issues and when to let things go. There are moments when my pride gets in the way of reconciliation. I want to be right more than I want resolution. Break down this stubborn part of my heart and replace it with humility. Show me how to create space for honest conversation without accusation. Teach me to speak truth with love and to hear criticism without becoming defensive. Give us both the courage to be vulnerable with each other again. I ask for your help in recognizing harmful patterns in how we communicate. Highlight for me the triggers that lead to our arguments so I can respond differently. Give me awareness of my tone, my timing, and my tendency to bring up past issues when we're dealing with current ones. Help me to see how my words and actions might be perceived by my husband, especially when they differ from my intentions. Create in me a genuine desire to understand his perspective, even when it differs significantly from my own. When tensions rise, remind me to take a step back, to breathe deeply, and to approach the situation with calmness rather than reacting emotionally. Help me to recognize when I need to apologize and to do so sincerely, without qualification or expectation. Lord, I acknowledge that lasting change in our marriage will require transformation in my own heart first. I can't control my husband's responses, but I can invite you to work on my attitudes and behaviors. Help me to focus on the things I can change. My reactions, my words, my willingness to extend grace. When I feel unappreciated or misunderstood, remind me that you see every effort I make to improve our relationship. Give me eyes to see the good in my husband, especially during seasons when tensions are high. Help me to notice and affirm his strengths rather than dwelling on his weaknesses. Restore my ability to see him as you see him, as your beloved child, worthy of respect and honor despite his imperfections. For those who are watching this, we have a special ebook available called Don't Think, Trust and Surrender that can help alleviate the main symptoms of anxiety in your marriage. Remember that this doesn't replace professional counseling, but it can provide spiritual guidance during difficult times. God, I recognize that healthy boundaries are important in any relationship. Give me wisdom to know when to engage in difficult conversations and when to step away to regain perspective. Help me to communicate my needs clearly and respectfully, without accusation or blame. When disagreements arise, guide us to focus on the issue at hand rather than attacking each other's character. Show me how to disagree without becoming disrespectful. I ask for your wisdom to know which issues are worth addressing and which ones I can surrender to you. Not every disagreement needs to become a battle, and not every difference of opinion needs to be resolved. Grant me discernment to recognize the difference between preferences and principles, and help me to be flexible in matters that aren't essential to our values or well-being. Father, I believe that you can restore what feels broken in our marriage. I trust that you can heal old wounds and help us create new, healthier patterns of relating to each other. Where trust has been damaged, help us rebuild it through consistent actions and honest communication. Where passion has faded, rekindle our affection and remind us of what drew us together in the first place. Where resentment has built walls, show us how to dismantle them brick by brick through forgiveness and understanding. I pray for a renewed sense of friendship in our marriage, the ability to enjoy each other's company, to laugh together, and to support each other's dreams. Help us to find activities that strengthen our connection and create positive memories to balance the difficult moments. Lord, I know that real change takes time and consistent effort. Help me to be patient with this process and to celebrate small improvements rather than expecting immediate perfection. Give me endurance to continue choosing love even on days when I don't feel loving. When I'm tempted to keep score of wrongs or to compare our marriage to others, redirect my thoughts to gratitude for the unique relationship you've given us. I ask for supernatural insight into my husband's heart, to understand his fears, his dreams, and the ways he gives and receives love. Show me how to honor him in ways that are meaningful to him, not just in ways that make sense to me. When conflicts arise, help us to remember our commitment to each other and to approach disagreements with that foundation of love and respect. God, I invite you into every aspect of our marriage, our conversations, our decisions, our intimate moments, and especially our conflicts. When disagreements arise, help us to make room for your perspective rather than being consumed by our own. Give us wisdom beyond our natural abilities and patience beyond our normal capacity. Help us to extend grace to each other in the same measure you've extended it to us. I pray for protection over our marriage from external influences that would create division, from unhelpful advice, comparative thinking, or entertainment that normalizes disrespect in relationships. Guard our hearts against temptations to seek understanding or affirmation outside our marriage when tensions are high within it. Strengthen our commitment to work through challenges together rather than looking for easier paths. Father, as we learn to navigate conflict in healthier ways, I pray that our home would become a place of peace rather than tension. Help us to create an atmosphere where honest communication is valued but harsh words are rare. May our children, if we have them, learn from watching us resolve differences with respect and kindness. I surrender to you my right to be right, my need to have the last word, and my desire to change my husband. Instead, I ask for your help to focus on my own growth and to trust you with the rest. Thank you for the gift of marriage, even with its challenges. Thank you for being present in our relationship and for your promise to complete the good work you've begun in us. I ask for your blessing on our marriage, for your wisdom in our conflicts, and for your love to be the foundation of all we do. I encourage everyone watching this video to like and share it if this prayer resonated with your heart.